You know why a lot of men laugh at women and treat us like we're idiots? Okay, no, they're not. Majority of men have to deal with women like this. I'm sorry with disrespect, but if majority of men today have to choose to have the mother of their children, to build a life with you, to build a career with you, that you both can build something together for the future, to have a life with you, and you need to deal with somebody that have so many mental issues and so many body count, why would they do it? They'd rather be alone. I can't hear this, and I'll tell you why. You are mother to children. You're sitting here in the podcast saying, oh, I'm a baby girl, I'm a slave. I don't want to hear this, because literally you disrespecting your kids. You are mother before you are for yourself. You are mother before you're something in this world, before your career. It doesn't matter, because as soon as you have the baby, you're not living for yourself. You're living for the baby, not for yourself. Okay. Your baby and your kid is the most important thing. You're supposed to protect them, love them, and protect them. It's not put yourself out there and talk about their mother like that, because you're humiliating them. I'm embarrassed as a woman to sit at a table with a woman like you.
Biggest lies couples believe about marriage.
Number one, if it's real love, it should be easy. Not. Real love, you taking two imperfect people trying to merge as one, and ain't nothing about that easy.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Here's one. The right person. If I just marry the right person, they'll automatically understand me. Not. Okay? Mm-hmm. People understanding each other comes from the work that the two people put in to understanding the person. Signing the papers ain't making that happen, okay? It's the work you're doing behind closed doors.
Another one, people believe that marriage is 50-50.
Yeah, a lot of people believe that.
Now, it depends on the season, you know what I mean? Marriage can be 90-10, 60-40. Sometimes she might carry me on her back. Other times I might carry on my back. It's all a give and take relationship. It ain't the same as 50-50 all the time.
Yeah. A lot of people think when you arguments means that you're like the marriage is having tons of problems. Like that's not true, right? Arguments, disagreements is a part of growth. It takes two mature adults to learn how to sit down and work through those problems. And if you avoid those hard conversations, you're going to do more damage in your relationship. You can believe that.
That's
okay.
right.
So you got to learn how to work through it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last thing, just a little bonus. A lot of people think like we get married, all our problems is going to go away. Not, okay? Those problems just become bigger problems when you become married. So the only way those problems are going to go away is the two of you sitting down, making a conscious decision of how important your relationship is to you, and you're going to put in the work, right? Nothing in life worth having comes easy, right? If marriages was easy, everybody would have wonderful marriages.
Everybody.
So you and your partner have to make a conscious decision of where that relationship ranks and the time and energy you're going to put in it to make it a success.
That's right.
So these are just things that people believe about marriage that ain't true. All right? Just our 2 cents. Deuces.
That's right.
And really, this is the type of content that you need to hear. A lot of times, you have people that go into a relationship and they don't understand how hard it is. You hear a lot of women talking about how they want a partnership. But in a partnership, you got to communicate. You have to learn different communication styles. It's not just about you. I know we like to say that women are the prize, but I like it when they say happy house or happy spouse, happy house instead of happy wife, happy life, because that means both of the people in the relationship are getting their needs met. So, like they're saying, you're still gonna have to talk. That little stinky attitude that you have, you're gonna have to get over that. Maybe eat you some cheese and crackers, watch your favorite TV show, drink your favorite beverage. But when you get done doing that, you need to take your behind in there and have a conversation. And whichever one of you that caused the problem, y'all need to apologize. If it's both of y'all, then both of y'all need to apologize.
You mad that your man look like you now? Confused, emotional, don't know left to right. He became a reflection of you. You know, this is why men have to stay strong and they cannot fall into a woman. Men, do not identify yourself in her emotions because she's confused. She don't know. Women don't know. We don't know who we are, what we want, what we need. We don't know. Majority of us do not know, truly. You know what I'm saying? We need someone to tell us. We generally just want to be happy, and we don't know what happiness is. Like, we don't know. But men do. Men know that, oh, she needs security, safety, structure. She needs routine, you know? She needs community. Things need to be calm for her, which means I have to get myself together. I need to make sure I could provide and give her a life of comfort. So right now, she's not going to get certain emotional needs met because I got to go out and work. I mean, you guys know. You guys know. Okay, I want men that's watching this to tap into them instincts, man. You know what we need. But what happens is you hear your woman whining and crying, and that she's over here and wants this and that and all this other stuff. But you know what she actually generally needs, so she could feel comforted. But when you fall into a woman's love, like you falling in love to her love is confusion, is chaotic, is here, there. Valentine's Day she wants this, Christmas she wants that, birthday she wants this, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday she wants space. You know, on her period she hates you, you're terrible to her. Like, she'll know. So what you need to do is just create a system where there's order. This is routine for her of how things are going to go. Do not keep revolving your life around her emotions. Do not do that, or else you are going to become like the woman. You're going to become confused. Does that make sense? You're going to be confused with your life. You're going to lose yourself. You're going to have identity issues. She withdraws her love from you and then gives it back. And you're identifying yourself in that. Like, you're craving her love. And every time she withdraws it, you want it. You know what I'm saying? Or you match her energy, and now you're withdrawing her love from her. Now you become like a woman, you know, manipulative, like a woman. Men aren't manipulative. Like, their natural state, they really just do want peace. And the love they have for a woman is what causes them to become just like her. Did God really tell me about this man? My God.
Well, I think a lot of women can, lead. They can do it, but they would rather not. So that's why they're looking for somebody that's competent. I think the problem comes in when I think there was a quote by Jill Scott that said, if you can't tell me what to do, then you can't tell me what to do. So basically, if you can't instruct me on what to do, then don't try to talk to me. Don't just go around barking orders. But there's a lot of men that don't go around barking orders. They try to tell you over and over again their vision, what they're looking for, what they're trying to do with their family, short term and long term. But because some of these modern women are so combative, they have a question at every turn, and they're saying, oh, I'm just trying to challenge you, when really what it is questioning. You think that you have a better plan, and it's okay to have questions and get clarity so you can understand your role in the situation. But some of these women really don't respect their men, and it shows.
Do you think in terms of your looks, are you perfect?
Yeah, God made me perfect. People get surgery to have my features. People get surgery to have lips like mine. People get surgery to have boobs like mine. People get surgery to have cheekbones that I have. They get implants in their faces. Like, I was blessed with beauty.
Are there any men above your league looks-wise?
No.
There's no men that
I could get any man. Any level of attractive man.
Any man? Like male models?
I've dated male models.
Are there adjectives you would outright use to describe yourself?
I glow. I'm radiant. And people see me as that.
When you walk down the street, do they turn as you walk by?
Yeah.
All of them?
A lot of them. It makes my friends uncomfortable how many people stare at me.
Tell me a woman who's like a celebrity who we can Google, who you think is a 10.
Kylie Jenner. Perfect.
Is she your looks match, though?
Oh, well, I mean, she gets surgery to have my features.
Who's a guy who's a 10 for you?
Michael B. Jordan is perfect, yeah.
Is that your looks league?
Yeah, I think if we met and we had a good chemistry, I think I could get it, for sure.
Tell me another guy who's a 10. Brad Pitt. Young Brad Pitt.
Young Brad Pitt, I think he was like a 10, yeah.
What about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, that was my biggest crush when I was like 12.
You could land all these guys.
If we had like a chemistry, yeah. I think we would walk up to each other and find each other attractive, for sure.
Baby, I promise y'all, I just left a lounge where wasn't nobody in there but single black women dancing by themselves. It got so bad, I saw one woman go get the cook, a man, to go and dance two-step with her. Let me tell y'all something, ladies, specifically black women, because that's my community, right? Y'all, man, not only are y'all going against the design of God, but because you're going against the design of God, baby, you looking desperate. You're thirsty for water, and God is telling you to go to the land of milk and honey where you forgive, heal, and love men again, but you're being hard-headed. Y'all can have that with y'all single behind. I'm going to the next spot.
Is the good man shortage real or just overdue accountability?
I don't like that question. I don't think there's a good man shortage. You know what I think? I think that the majority of people that people are seeing are in the low vibrational crowd, and that crowd is loud, but it's the minority. I think the good people you don't really see, and this is men and women, because they be in the house. They be working towards their goals. They be in the gym. They are doing things that make them better. And so they're not in the collective of what is loudest in society. But when you go on Instagram and what you see is people popping bottles every weekend, and what you see is people that only care about the bags and it's no wonder why people think there's no good men. No, there's no good men at where you're going because you're focused on the wrong thing. Do you want a good man that has character? Are you going to seminars? Are you going to retreats? Are you going to the gym? Are you going to the grocery store? Are you eating at healthy places? Are you going places where people actually care about themselves? Or are you going where people are going to celebrate and spend $1,000 a weekend? And for what? When they struggling to pay their rent every month. That's crazy to me. It doesn't make any sense, personally.
Okay, so he wants you soft and feminine, but he has zero plan, zero leadership, and zero safety. How can a woman follow a man who isn't going anywhere?
You don't.
She can't. Yeah.
You let that man go. That man is probably 20-something for the record, because a lot of them young little buckies, they got life to live.
Them YNs,
you know, little buckies, they got life to live.
And this is what a lot of men are saying. And really, honestly and truly, this is what I've heard some women say as well. Well, I'm in the house. I'm staying out of trouble. Well, if you're in the house, how do you expect to go out and meet somebody? Well, that's why you have dating apps. The problem is on dating apps, there's a lot of lying going on. There's a lot of foolishness going on. And then when you step outside, you see somebody that you like, you step outside, you say, okay, they look like they're going to be a green flag. But then you get in person, or you talk to them on the phone, and then you're like, who is this? What's wrong with these people? They're crazy. Who raised this person? And I think, this is probably majority of the reason why a lot of men have, kind of start doing all of that and dating and getting off the apps and stuff like that. I just hang out with my boys, man. Oh, you gay, you this and that. I don't care, man. I'm just hanging out with my boys. I don't want no trouble.
Pro-marriage tip. Let your wife know that you're all about women's rights, especially the right to remain silent, which means you have peace for once. I mean, it's not like women need a reason to talk, but it's not like the stove has actual voice activation. There, I said it. Women's rights are absolutely amazing.
Yo, I don't remember friends with benefits being this one-sided.
I can't help but to laugh when a man brings up friends with benefits, because what's the benefit for me? Are you paying bills? Are you gonna pay my car note? Are you gonna pay my rent? No? Oh, okay. So what's the benefit? Because you're gonna finish. I'm not. When you're checking up on me, you're not actually genuinely checking up on me.
False.
You're checking to see where I'm at because you want me to come over and sit on it.
Ooh.
You're not taking me out on dates, and you don't really give up to know how my day is. So what's my benefit? I know you're benefiting, but what's my benefit? No, I'm good. Unless you're getting your bills paid, you are being used.
So it's okay to benefit when it comes to friends with benefits when you're getting your bills paid. So it's all right to be when you getting something in return as far as money goes, car note, bills, maybe something. As long as you getting money, you can give the cat up. That's what you're saying. Your cat got a price. That's what we're saying here, because I don't understand it any other way than that. When it comes to this one-sided, like she's like, oh, because you're gonna finish, I'm not. You're assuming that means that you getting his ass. If homie's not making sure, you finished, then you with the wrong dudes. You know what I'm saying? As far as checking up on you, like, I consider myself generally a nice person. Of course I'll check up on you. Yo, and not for nothing, some friends with benefits are literally fire. Like, they're like dope ass friends. They just don't be making it to that next level. But in terms of chilling, vibing, yo, it's like a dope ass homegirl. Y'all just happen to smash every other time y'all do chill, if not every time. But what she's saying is, you have to benefit in some way. I mean, yo, if you need to know about, anything that has to do with guys, I'm your guy. I got you, right? So I could point you in the right direction. Because if I know, this ain't gonna go past friends with benefits, eventually you gotta be happy, right? So let me steer you in that direction. Dates and definitely could go out and chill and have a good time, get something to eat. If you cool, it don't gotta just be some bedroom. So, I don't know like how exactly she's speaking on it, but she's only looking at it from the terms of straight up, like, it don't benefit me. Unless you paying me somewhat, you ain't getting it. When in all aspects, if I'm like, I'm taking you on this date, I'm paying for this expensive ass dinner, you better put out afterwards. What's the difference then? You know what I'm saying? So as far as dudes, she says we benefit just from getting a nut. Like, there's some dudes discipline that, we don't really care about like that. It's not that serious. So big eyes, big lips, small brain, bimbo behavior.
There's some suckers out
You
there.
think it's a sucker if a man take a woman back
Hell
after cheating?
yeah, he's a sucker.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why?
The lady to take because the man
do.
So
what makes him a sucker? I really want to hear
This is a great
it.
conversation. So a man that comes from nothing, who found a way to get himself out of that and do a little success in life, he gets with a girl. He makes her his queen. He treats her like his queen. He gives her everything. He hunts, he goes out there, makes no excuses, no matter what the stress is, no matter what the case is. He come in the back to give her, she with her girls, she looking just as fly as her girls, this, that. You got to understand, when that woman violates that, the man don't know how to handle that. And he just loses it. Because he's like, yo, you violated that. I don't, because with no disrespect, if you're a provider, you're a guy that did, especially when you come from nothing. I'm not talking about a trust fund baby. I'm talking about a person who came up from nothing and said, all right, I'm going to share this world with this woman and give her everything equal, whatever we do. And then she violates. It's a whole nother way of forgiving this and this and that. Now.
And if you finish, then what? Does he still have to buy that stuff? For women like this, yes. Because this is what they're looking for. I know they try to present themselves as above the crowd. Oh, I'm cute. I put my makeup on. I do my hair. I curate my look. I'm intentional about everything. But really, when you get down to it, you're selling it. That's really what it comes down to. I know you don't want to say that. I know you probably believe that you're God's chosen. But when you speak like this, you're selling it. Pretty much.
Does a man have to make 7 figures to date me? Yes. In all honesty, I prefer 8. Just give you some wiggle room. Not because I want you for your money. I want you for the mentality that comes with having money. Not to say that all men in that tax bracket are good people, because they aren't. That's why your second character trait has to be more integrity. But you have to first have the money.
These are the same types of women that require a God-fearing man. Meanwhile, money is their God. The same type of woman that has a high income requirement for relationship. Meanwhile, has a broke Tyrone in her call log that comes over anytime that she needs her back broken. For free, might I add. Their fixation on money makes them gold diggers. They'll try to hide from the terminology because they don't like the branding of it, but it's exactly what it is. Run from these women like the plague if you are considering them for serious relationship, and watch them from afar as they build their family of cats and dogs.
This woman says that her best friend kicked her out of her wedding because she wore a yellow dress. That's awful. Let's see what she has to say.
You guys really want to see the yellow dress that got me kicked out of my friend's wedding?
We do.
And I'm not one to disappoint you. So I'm going to go put it on, and you're going to tell me, is it yellow or is it white? Let's go. I really don't think you guys
It's
are ready
a white
for this,
is
okay?
yellow?
Now listen, I really thought that yellow would be totally appropriate to wear to a wedding. I never in a million years thought that this dress would get you. Tell me what you think.
Unless your husband's making 6 to 7 figures, I don't think you should even consider being a stay-at-home wife. And here's why. I recently made a post about being a stay-at-home wife is one of the most treacherous and dangerous positions a woman can put herself into. And I got some comments like, well, isn't the estate 50-50 in Texas? Isn't it all marital property? Let me show you. I think we can all agree on this. That husband is working his job, doing the career ladder, going up, 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 because he has a wife at home that's able to care for the children. He doesn't have to take sick days. He doesn't have to call in from work. He can really focus on his career. Wife kind of stagnates. She's doing the at-home stuff. And there's a lot of value to that. And it's surprising to me how many men don't understand the domestic value of labor. The fact that you don't have to stay home when a child's sick. The wife's running all the errands. A lot of times the wife is contributing to that husband's business. And so you're like, well, aren't wives safe because, especially in Texas, everything's community property? Well, this is why I say, unless your husband is a stud and making good money, I wouldn't even consider it. So let me show you the numbers and the breakdown. Let's say your husband is just an average Joe. He has every tool in his arsenal to be making more, doing more, and all of that. But let's just say he just ain't that dude. He, is making $70,000 and retires making $80,000 or $85,000. I'm sorry, if you have a stay-at-home wife, your job is to excel in business and be making more, and that would be complete letdown to me if I was a stay-at-home wife and my dude just ended up being average.
Men, beware of your wife's single friends. Men, listen up. Your wife's single friends, they will sabotage your marriage if you let it. They sneak in, they whisper, and they poison. Before you know it, your marriage is breaking down. And you think I'm exaggerating and I'm doing this for likes? No, here are some facts. Studies show that divorce spreads like a virus through social networks. If a friend gets divorced, your odds of divorcing jump up to 75%. Let me repeat. Your odds of divorcing jump 75% if her bestie gets divorced. Drill this into your brain. Single women are keeping women single. Peer influence is real. She will prioritize her bestie's feelings over yours, especially if her crew is full of divorcees. They're not healing. They're recruiting. Girl, you deserve better. Girl, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that to you. Oh my goodness, he is so controlling. Sound familiar? Friends, divorces make divorce seem normal and less stigmatized. Divorcees get together, pulling each other down. They don't care about your kids, your mortgage, or your future. They want her single, swiping, and miserable with them. Protect your marriage, my dudes. Vet those friends ASAP. If her friends is single and salty, red flags. Cut them off or watch your wife join the divorce hell club. Divorce is contagious, so protect what is yours.
And this is the type of ignorance that frustrates men. There was another woman that was speaking similar to this. Well, he gets to run his business. You're in danger already with your mindset. You're in danger already with your mindset. It blows my mind. You talked about, well, it's strange and it's weird to me how many men don't understand domestic labor and this, and this. And it's weird to me how many modern women don't understand that y'all are a unit. Y'all talk about being a partnership, and then you don't want to do what partners do. You don't want to actually do the work. You don't want to actually be a partner. You want to be a play pal. I want to play in this relationship. I want this to be a partnership where one of them has all the fun and the other one does all the work. There was a show, Gordon Ramsay was doing a show. I can't remember the name of it, but basically he would go around to these different restaurants and he would do a 24-hour transformation. And in one of the restaurants, there was two guys supposed to be running the restaurant. And now one of the guys, he was making the money. He had other businesses, and he pretty much just stayed away from the restaurant because his partner, who was also his friend, was drinking all the alcohol, giving everybody free drinks. He had a lot of problems. So he said, you know what? I'm making enough money in these other businesses. I'm just going to let him handle that. And when it goes downhill, nobody can blame me for it being a failure. But Gordon Ramsay said, you know, I got to put some accountability on you, sir, because you started this business and this is your friend. So you got to talk to him and you got to get him straight. You can't force him to do anything, but you got to get him straight. And then you got to handle this business because it's your money. And he said, yeah, you're right. I need to take care of my portion of what's going on with this restaurant. But the other part of that is the friend that's drinking up all the alcohol, running the business broke, punching holes in the wall, destroying stuff, wasting people's money, not working, not managing the place, playing around, won't go to rehab, sitting up here crying about what happened to him 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, and it hasn't changed at all. You're actually the problem. We can assign accountability to this guy over here that's still successful because he's not doing something that he's supposed to be doing. But for you, you're the one who said that you can manage it and you can take care of everything. But now when the weight gets put on your shoulders, you act like a fool. You act like you don't know what you're doing, and it's everybody else's problem. People say you need to go off and you need to go to rehab. You need to get yourself checked out. I don't want to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Until somebody gets in your face and hollers at you and forces you to realize what a clown you look like. That's you. That's you, ma'am. People be trying to tell you, as the man takes accountability, he done moved on with his life. He's out here making it happen, healing it in his career. And here you are, don't understand that you're the clown in this situation. You need to get your behind in gear and act like a partner and help run the business so that both of y'all can continue to succeed.
They said trust women or count this. Now look at all of them beads, bro. You better off trusting women, because counting all 364 of them took me a long time.
Y'all, in our marriage, we do what we call just let them be. We just let each other be. If I want to get a crazy haircut or a different haircut, Dustin just lets me do it. If he wants to start his newest hobby for the week, I just let him do it and encourage him. If we want to take a nap on the weekends, one of us does and the other one doesn't, guess what? We're napping. Wants to nap is going to get a nap. And although I love to clean house and do laundry, if there's a day that I just don't want to do it. I just don't have the energy. I'm just not doing it. Dustin says, take you a break. You deserve a break. Take you a break. And honey, he could care less if I vacuum or wash another piece of clothes for 3 weeks. And Dustin loves seafood. I do not eat seafood, but honey, if he wants seafood, we're going to eat some seafood. And I will make do if I have to eat off that kid's menu. I don't care. I'm just excited that he's getting to eat his favorite. I make do. That's what we do over here. We just make do and just let each other be. We've always said we didn't marry each other to change each other. We married each other because we loved each other how we were. So we've stayed true to that. We just let each other be. We're just, like Dustin says, no fuss, no muss. We just let each other be who God intended for us to be. And we still grow and we learn every day. And we do it with joy because we get excited for each other and support each other. And it's the best way to be, y'all. And honey, it makes life so chill and our marriage just flows.
Babe, do you know why women have smaller feet than men?
No, why?
It's so you can fit the dishwasher, the woman, right next to the sink. So the next time you think your wife does not fit in, you can just grab her by the feet and adjust her just like that.
So many women are competing for the same men, and then a bunch of guys are getting ignored. And then what ends up happening is, where do those guys go? And they go online. That's what you see. They go to Reddit. I mean, I love Reddit, but they're really going to some of these red-pilled communities. And so what you're seeing now is just men really opting out of society. So when you go back to that stat, 1 in 7 young men in the UK is NEET, not an employment, education, or training. They have just opted out. And as Scott says, there's nothing scarier than a single man, a young single man. And so we are just creating a lot of these angry young single men who are saying, well, this is rigged against me. And so that's why I am worried about the rise of people like Andrew Tate. And if we wonder, where are the dads, where are the men? Well, men are finding these father figures, but they're finding them online, and they're not the father figures that I would choose for the majority of men. And so I'm really worried about this because I feel like women are saying, guys, you need to step up because I can provide and I don't need that from you. And guys are not prepared to rise to the occasion.
When women are in positions of power, they tend to over everybody, including themselves. So when you give women the power in any relationship dynamic, what's her choice? To disrespect you and start talking to other dudes. Does that help her or the guy? No. She's gonna lose the house. She's gonna lose the kids. No one wins. You guys might think there's CEO or business-owned women. No, dude, they're being managed by some dude. They're not doing this all by themselves. There's always a guy in the picture who's helping them out. There's someone leading them. So there's no such thing as woman leading anything. When women lead, they lead it into the ground.
Okay, listen, this is just a
a reminder that men are disgusting and they do not care about half that you think that they care about. They do not care about the little things that you obsess over in your head.
We barely talked all day, and then I texted him and I was like, hey, do you want to call? And he just goes, can't. And I said, okay, we're good, right? And he just said yes. And then he didn't snap me or anything for like 4 hours, and I just sent him a snap asking if he wanted to like see what I was painting, because I'm painting. I was like, hey, you want to see what I painted? And he just left it on open. Like, I'm not forcing you to date me. You don't have to be with me, okay? Just tell me so I'm not like wasting my time anymore.
Anywhere? You don't get it. There is a darkness inside of me. It wants to get out, wants to walk around. It wants some walking around money, and it wants to buy some, and it wants to walk up with the people and say, hey, Gator don't play no. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no.
I found a leaf.
It's beautiful, just like you. Oh, was that? Alright, sorry.
What did he do wrong? The bird test, the leaf test, the olive theory, this theory, that theory. Social media has fried our brains. Social media has convinced young people that if their partner doesn't give an arbitrarily determined, hyper-specific answer to a random test that they saw on social media, that they're not compatible. And the comments are killing me. Oh my god, what did the guy do wrong? What did he do wrong? Now, I don't want to generalize their whole relationship based on one clip. I hope they're happy, you know, and I'll assume they are. But if I was that young man, I would not be happy in that moment. What did he possibly say that warranted such a sigh?
A woman should not be rejected because of her weight. Why is that?
Because, like, what does weight have to do with
Into
it?
the mic.
What does weight have to do with it? Like, you're telling me that if I was bigger, you wouldn't want me, but because I'm skinny, you want me.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Would you Hold on. Okay, so Taryn, in your questionnaire, how tall are you and what's the minimum height of a man you would date? You said you're 5'4". The minimum height you would date for a man is 5'9". How is this any different than the weight thing? You're telling me because a guy is 5'7", you wouldn't date him? Or 5'5", or 5'3"? Well, you can't change your height, but you can definitely change your weight.
But what is it with the fat girls? And like, there's always that suppression of it, and it's always like...
What's wrong with women cannot want to date a fat guy.
There is a large influencer on here that many of you may know and love, but I personally find her actions deplorable, so I would like to call her out publicly, woman to woman. This video is about you, Camilla. And before her fan base comes for me, I just want to start by saying that I support women's success. I respect women making choices that they feel is right for their lives. But what I can never support and what I can never look away from is using minors to promote yourself on adult platforms. What is wrong with the internet? Have we really lost the plot? Let's be clear. Two things can be true at once. You could be beautiful, you could be intelligent, and you could be hardworking. But you can also have a past that deserves reflection. Camilla has recently made internet news when she announced that she will be quitting adult platforms to focus on opening up a management company. And she has spoken publicly about how hard she's actually worked for her career. But is the internet just deciding to ignore the fact that you used minors in content that is adult branding adjacent? This depravity includes skits with her younger minor sibling.
How does it feel that your sister has an OF? Well, if it's taking me this far to Disneyland, yeah. Still don't know what my friends mean if it's pink. You will never know, buddy. But hey, subscribe. Let's see where it can take us.
Camilla, that's absolutely disgusting that you would probably tell your brother to say that to you. You filmed that and you posted that. I don't care about the millions of dollars that you probably made. This is absolutely inappropriate. And I hate to be that guy, but if the roles were reversed and it was an adult man with his little sister, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. People would have already canceled you. They wouldn't have let this slide. And if you guys think that this is okay because it's her brother, which, I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't make it okay. Quite frankly, it almost makes it weirder if that was possible. She's also posted stuff like this. I'm going to blur the children in this video because they are wearing crop tops and dancing with her. Maybe you think that this is an innocent dance trend, but bops were using this dance to promote themselves on adult platforms. Oh, but maybe that wasn't her intention. She captioned the video that you gotta start them young. Camilla, what the actual children should never be used, directly or indirectly, to promote adult industries. That boundary exists to protect children, because children cannot consent to things. So congratulations on glamorizing the OF lifestyle and basically digitally grooming millions of people. I'm glad you're moving on to bigger and better things, but I personally wouldn't let you manage me because I don't know what your morals are. I would just love to know if you've changed, if you regret what you've done, if you recognize that you took things a little too far. I know you have a moral compass in there somewhere considering what your opinion was on the Piper Raquel situation. But seriously, dude, let's not ever do this again. This is weird. This is predatory. Okay, I said it.
And you have this clip, and you think about this clip and what happened to the man, and then you think about what they were saying a couple of clips ago when you have, oh, well, men are checking out of society and they're going and doing unhealthy things. We need to get men in gear. Women are far outseating men, and the men are not rising to the occasion. What occasion would a man need to rise to when you have them doing a leaf test? How is a woman surpassing a man when you have a man worried about what the right answer is on a leaf, about a leaf, in relation to a leaf? We got better things to do. Instead of sitting in the car looking at a leaf, we could be on the way to get something to eat. We could be chilling at the house watching TV. But this is the type of foolishness that modern women constantly have men involved in. And you wonder why men are checking out of society and continuing to go and do their own thing. But men aren't rising to the occasion. Are we going to talk about how modern women keep up foolishness, chaos, and disarray on a regular basis?
You know what I do after breakups? I always send them a text like 3 months after the breakup and say, hey, I've been thinking and you were right about everything. Why is that bad? That's the point. Yeah. Don't break my heart and I won't poison your next relationship. That's why. Did you just get out of something rough? No, I'm happily married. Oh, well then f*** you. I don't need your judgment when I'm still healing.
So I finally watched the Natalie Nunn and Cam Newton interview, and I must say, all y'all on TikTok are stupid. And at this point, I've come to the conclusion that they don't got their fathers because these baddies need some daddies. How can y'all sit here and say that Cam Newton was manipulating this? This couldn't even say a word, and it was his show. So I have a couple things to say pertaining to the interview. And I wrote some notes down, but I don't even think I need my notebook because it's on my brain right now. First and foremost, Natalie Nunn, what the is wrong with you? She is prime example of how don't know how to shut the up. Like you weren't doing nothing but being loud and wrong. Talking about money this, money that, money this, money that. All you talked about was money. What else do you have? Do you have substance? Do you have logic? I don't think so, because you didn't use it. Bitch, you don't even know how to read the room. You over here this is what she did. She was in her car on her way to that interview, and she Googled Cam Newton and was like, let me see what dirt I could get on him, because I know he gonna say something to me, and I need my lick back. You just be weird. Natalie, we know we seen your OnlyFans. You're on all these and on OnlyFans. Let's stop acting like your husband and your daughter don't see this. Your daughter's old enough. She got an iPad. The internet is and these kids nowadays are way more advanced than we were as kids. They're nosy. So what you think you're trying to hide, we already know. Talking about Baddies is a show for women empowerment and to help women build confidence and character. Shut the up. I don't building confidence and character and y'all ripping out their hair from the scalp on national television. How are y'all working on character, confidence, and woman empowerment when y'all do nothing but bring down? Make him feel like, boy, I'm going to tell you this, if they ever...
Crazy about this generation now, he's actually called tricks and don't consider themselves. Oh. Sheesh. Right? That's crazy, right?
I've never put the correlation together.
You have to, bro, it's a trick.
It's crazy, the unspoken truth.
Make no mistake. She is bad. We know she's bad. That is never the problem. The problem is she texting you? Or is she just replying? Stay with me. Just stay with me.
Good morning. Things that I would do if I was a man, part 1.
before you get up here and start begging, I'm making you send me a picture just like this when you first wake up in the morning. No lashes, no wigs, real hair, no weave, no makeup, bare face. Let me see how you look before you start asking for some money. I mean, I'm not going to give you none anyway, but let me see how you look. Because y'all love begging men for when you wake up looking like grown-ass men. So what you really need to do is go in the bathroom and ask yourself for some money. Just change from your savings to your checkings if you have that. Because a lot of you don't even have a real bank account. Have a blessed day.
And once again, we have women out here on OF. Foolishness. Looking to use a man for his money. But yet, and still, men need to rise to the occasion. Again, I ask, what occasion would that be? What higher level of living and what higher standard are we talking about?
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man. I'm gonna tell you the story. So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Y'all, so this year, no different. Hit her up. Let me set this up because I need my hands up. I'll tell you a story. This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like, and she was like, don't start. Now I'm going to start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort from the men that they're with. Now, let me preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen his picture. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures, okay? And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before. It's just so minimal to me what he does for her every time. A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like, it's the same over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, girl, you deserve better. There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime. Literally. You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting, yo. And this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does, it's always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you. Okay, for his birthday, this video getting a little long, so I'm gonna do part 2.
Us women is the reason why these relationships kinda ain't out here working. Listen to this. And I really just got this through my head the other day. So had been, yeah. Us women have a hard time dealing with one nigga. Like, we really don't even know how to bond with a nigga. And I know some of them are like, no, I really do. I bond with that nigga. But deep down, I have to be honest with myself. We really, they ain't never just got one nigga. We got the nigga that we with, but we got such and such on the side in our inbox. We got old boy over there that be, you know what I'm saying, we just be dibbling down, we're talking to him every now and then. Yeah. We got such and such over there. We broke up, but we still be talking on. We how you doing? So we really, we always got a nigga in our back door. Y'all can say had it too. And they probably do, but we talking about us right now. Cause I know for a fact, I got a bonding problem. It's hard for me to bond with a nigga. Like, I can bond with you, but I always got another nigga on the side somewhere. Right? I just realized this the other day. And I really do think we the problems, y'all.
Any person who's ever said the line, you don't even have any gold to dig and you're worried about gold diggers, this is one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but this is a pretty common thing that a lot of women do. These girls are so desperate to get like $5 lemon drop shots that, like, the performance that these girls put on to get these free drinks, it is genuinely so sad.
Are you ordering?
Yeah, I'm waiting in line.
Oh, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm waiting in line.
Oh, okay. Can I make you? Good. We're trying to get $200 off. I'm not getting anything crazy. Do you want to take it with us? Huh? Do you want to take lemon drop with us?
I'm okay. I'm gonna try this friend.
Okay.
Andrew.
I'm Kylie.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm really nice to meet you. Take lemon drop with us.
Okay. I don't. You can stick with me. I'm gonna stick with my usual.
What kind of shot do you like?
I don't know what you got. I just drink.
I don't
I'll stick with mixed
take shots either, but I don't take shots for it.
I think I'm okay.
Good with you.
Huh?
I think that's good with you.
Can't do it. So, you're like the fifth girl who's done that tonight. I swear. Like, you're telling me that going and acting out and having to converse with a bunch of random strangers that you're not even interested in, you'd rather do that than just pay the $5 to $6 that it takes to get the shot in the first place. This is why when I see those videos of girls being like, oh yeah, you don't have any gold to dig, like, you forget that the gold diggers for men that are in middle income are probably broke or also middle income. So they're not asking you to buy them a Ferrari. There are girls like this that are probably middle to lower class and then sit there and they don't have a lot of money. So they literally need you to pay for $5 to $6 shots and are willing to put on an Oscar-worthy performance just to go and get it. Like, they're really fiending for money that bad and their alcohol addiction is that bad that in order for them to go and get shots, they have to go and sit there and talk to a bunch of random strangers, then just putting their card down and getting some shots. Like, why the new term of financial celibacy for a lot of men is a realistic option, because I don't think you should be investing any transactions, any money, before you actually see if somebody's interested in you. I don't care if it's a drink, maybe there's some reasoning for going on a date where you're talking this, but yes, there are women out there that are broke, just like these women, that literally will use you for $4 to $6 shots. Are willing to put on an Emmy award-winning performance just so they can get a drink. Like, this is so pathetic. But that's just my opinion. But hey, what do you think?
And thank you, because once again, we hear that women are far excelling men, far outpacing men, far just outdoing men in every category. But this is what they resort to: in the club, begging, in the club, manipulating, trying to get a man to buy drinks. How come you can't just buy your own drink? A man so stupid, he's so stupid that he caught on to that immediately. He clocked that immediately. Y'all are not as smart as you think you are. You're not as advanced as you think that you are. Why don't y'all leave people alone and buy your own drinks?